Hello there, boys and girls, and we have a lot to talk about before this match starts and a short amount of time to do it, so let's begin. Today we are playing Halflings, and the Halflings are playing at a low TV intentionally, and I am giving up 400,000 in TV. The reason they're playing at such a low TV is because look at all these cheap players, and look at this fucking min-maxing. Look at this guy.
Fuck this guy. Fuck this guy.
That's a level 6 Halfling.
That's a level 6
That's
Halfling.
crazy.
His level is equal to his armor. That's embarrassing.
So we have a lot of levels built into that guy and built into those big tree men. Also, at the start of this match and at the start of the second half, at the beginning of each half, the Halflings get an inducement, which is called Halfling Master Chef. Normally it costs 300,000, which is basically the cost of 2 wolves, but since Halflings are Halflings, they get it for a third of the cost. And let me just go ahead and queue up a Dr. White Blitz, because I want to murder Halflings.
Everyone wants to murder Halflings. That's really the only reason you play Halflings, is for delicious SPP and murder. Success!
As I score this super easy casualty, I'll go back to Halfling Master Chef, which, if you'll notice the rerolls, like, shit went crazy. So he started with 2 rerolls. Halfling Master Chef, you roll 3d6, and it's essentially a coin flip. So on a 4+, you steal a reroll from your opponent. So he got, that would be 2. He got 2 of my rerolls.
Look at Santos rolling 6s like a boss. He does not even care.
Santos, all he does is roll 6.
It's all he does.
True. He rolls a lot of dice, but he's very good.
He's very good.
And so, the Halfling stole 2 rerolls from me, but then we both got a reroll back because of the other kickoff event. So he is now sitting in vampire territory rerolls, and I have 2, as I comfortably build my cage. 7 Deadly Sins, as we are about to watch those 3 zombies get massacred by trees. Tell me about Halflings.
Halflings are another one of those half my players suck, half my players are great, except treemen suck too. Halflings are all about a whole lot of cheap players, having low TV, getting inducements, and generally pissing off the opposing team. You have Halflings, which are 5 movement, 6 armor, and only 2 strength. But they have dodge and stunty and that skill that lets you get thrown. Right stuff. Yeah.
So if you were wondering, like, oh, that's bullshit that you just got a casualty on the first block with your Mighty Blow player. No, that's 6 armor.
That's
value.
a 6+ roll with Mighty Blow. That's literally more than half the time. I think that's like a 21 in 36 to roll a 6+.
Yeah, because it's not just
Actually, it's even better than that. It's like a 27 or something because it's really good. Either way, you punch Halflings fucking good. That's it.
We're going to be laying some pipe with Dr. White. But of course, the polar opposite of the small, agile, very low strength, stunty Halfling is the Tree Man.
Hooray, Treemen. They have 10 armor. They're fucking indestructible. All of his also have block because he's a bastard. And you'll note that while they normally get 2, he has 3, and one of them looks way badasser than the others. That is a star player, and I believe the first star player that we've actually seen.
Yes! Yes!
Didn't I just get done talking about how trees were indestructible?
Nobody's
they have
indestructible.
2 movements, so he had to GFI to go 3 squares. Tripped over and injured his branchial area. I don't know. Anyway,
broke a root.
Deep
Nobody's
Root?
indestructible.
Is Deep Root the first star player that we've seen?
Yes, Deep Root Strong Branch is the first star player. These are sort of mercenaries that you can pay money for. They'll come play for your team for 1 match, and they come with some pretty good skills. A lot of the times they're worth it.
Star players are consummate badasses. Deeproot Strong Branch is a block tree with no negatrait. So trees, like all other big guys, have a negatrait. In this case, it is Take Root. Normally, they have 2 movement, but if you roll a 1 whenever you take an action, like you roll a d6 whenever you take an action, if you get a 1, you take Root. Now your movement is 0 until the end of the drive, or you get knocked over. That's bad because they're the only source of strength on the Halfling team, and boy are they ever, because they have 6 strength. That's
6.
a lot. That's enough to 2DB our flesh golems with an assist.
It's pretty gross.
It's disgusting. They walk up and they wreck shit. A tree with break tackle does not give a fuck about cages. He just strides in there. It's like a 2+ dodge into 3 tackle zones or something. It's really, really stupid.
Of course, the big drawback there is that they are 2 movement, and even worse off, if they take root. So it's very hard for a halfling player to get their tree into the action and let him stay in the action, which is why I'm going to be pretty aggressive. I'm going to move up the sideline and cage pretty hard here, because I just basically want to, if I can get past these trees, I'm home free, because then I can just start picking off halflings, and that's fun times.
Yeah, the key to defeating halflings is that halflings are pretty shitty with with any semblance of a man's disadvantage. And so generally the halfling game plan is punch bitches with trees and or giant clouds of halflings and then step on them.
I just want to point out that Beef Slab has 2 assists right there on Deep Root. Deep Root he's a plus strength tree.
Oh god, I forgot about that.
Block would be ridiculous enough if he didn't have, well, now he only has 1 block tree because the other one's gone for the match, which, holy shit, am I glad that happened.
Yeah.
Let's not discount that. Halflings are by no means a competitive, tough team.
No.
Like if you're decent enough at Blood Bowl, you can pretty reasonably beat halflings regularly. But that is a 4 strength player with 2 assists, which would functionally be strength 6. But of course, I'd be throwing a minus 2 DB, and so now Deep Root is tying up 3 players.
Yeah, Deep Root is kind of a beast. So yeah, halflings, knock over a dude, foul him as hard as possible. There's a reason that the phrase tiny halfling boots strikes terror into the heart of Blood Bowl players everywhere. And it is because those fuckers are indestructible. Also, that's Welby Cotton. He is a bastard. He is 4 agility. He's truly a star. He's almost a legend.
Yeah.
God damn, he's good.
For as bad as and that's an unfortunate.
He's not as Tube Tomato, not quite as good.
So I don't know if you see what I see here, but I see Wolf Blitzer has an opportunity to, with a fucking million assists, which I will need, and I'm in no rush to score. But I see an opportunity to claw a tree man, and you want to take that every time you can, because I'm turning 10 armor value into 7,
yes.
And I like that. So I'm doing that just because I can.
If you can feasibly claw trees, especially against halflings, do it. Halflings are exceptionally ungood if they don't have any trees. Oh, hey, look, block does the thing.
Yep, and of course the 3DB is a very easy thing. He is stunty and just stunty dodges all the way into my big pile of dudes for whatever reason.
Yeah,
and that is Dr. White is now 2 for 2 on clearing players off the board.
That's pretty awesome.
Continuing his dark legacy of killing dudes.
That was also a stunty knockout. So I'd like to note that we KO'd that player on a 6. How ridiculous is that? That's just stupid.
So I am wasting no time here. I just decide, fuck it, let's just go score. I have a lot of fast players. If he wants to try to contend this ball, by all means, go ahead.
We all know that Santos Van Hammerstein is too good for that shit.
Of course, Santos bows to no mere halfling.
It's
so let's
true.
go ahead and throw a saucy minus 2 DB.
No.
Why not?
Okay. I guess we're gonna push that strength 7.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, we're not, because trees have stand firm.
Yep.
Is it just Deep Root or is it trees in general? I think it's trees.
All trees have stand firm, yes.
Yeah. Trees are ridiculous. They're easily the best roadblocks in the game. 6 strength means that you need like 4 players. Oh, that was adorable.
All right, it's time for maximum greed at this point. Like the giant comical cartoonish dollar signs came out of my eyes. I immediately start scanning my players. Who needs a touchdown? Who needs a touchdown? And I'm like, oh, Wolf Blitzer. He needs 1 more. But then wait. Of course, McGruff.
Yes.
The best.
will finally get his much needed plus agility that he is guaranteed to get. I swear to God.
And he's right there. So after I defend for the absolute worst, it's just a very simple 3+, and I have the reroll presumably, assuming I'm not going to. Oh, well, I am going to. I'm going to go after Deep Root a little bit, but
why? No, don't do it.
I got so many.
No.
Look at how many halflings are dead and destroyed. Also worth noting that tree men, because they're 2 movement, there's a rule in Blood Bowl that says if you are less than 2 movement, or if you're less than 3 movement, I guess, because it takes 3 movement to get up, you have to roll a 4+ stand up roll. So basically, even if you can knock down a tree man, they have to roll that roll. And of course, I dub skull. you know, whatever. That's pretty par for the course. But you know, so here we go. Let's go score.
And then you drop the ball because
And then I drop the ball.
Well,
Dice.
McGruff drops the ball because he's not actually good, I guess. He's
I would
great.
never blame McGruff for dropping a ball unless the person handing it to him was Santos Van Hammerstein. Then it's
I know.
clearly McGruff's fault.
Well, we know it wasn't Santos' fault. He is
Yeah.
he is unassailable.
If you're gonna play the blame game, it's gonna go on McGruff. I'm gonna blame the fact that the sun got in his eyes, that he was too casual. But so here we see that both of the trees failed to stand up.
That's the thing about trees. They have to GFI to stand up. And it's not just a regular GFI, it's a 4+.
Yes.
Knock over a tree if you can, but don't do what he did and, like, devote 37 dudes to knocking down Deeproot. And honestly, if you do, just at least have the common decency to foul him afterwards.
Wait, I see something miraculous happening. Never discount Welby Cotton.
Fucking 4 agility halfling.
You get a 4 agility stunty player, that is 2+ all the way through that mess. Does not matter how many tackle zones. The pickup is, of course, a 3+, but he aced that, no problem.
Look at all those goddamn dice.
That's a lot of dice. And no ones.
That's an entire wall of just Welby Cotton going, fuck you,
is that all
fuck
3s
you,
and...
fuck you.
Oh, it's 1-5, but the rest are all... It's all 3s and 6s from here.
Yep.
So,
what a bitch.
And that guy also has blocks, so we wanna try to get the ball out of his hands. He also has sidestep, so he just has a lot of things that make life really annoying.
For as shitty as halflings are, if you can get one that's, like, retard good, like Welby Cotton there, it's pretty impressive.
Yep.
Also, I believe, these halflings, they have default names. That makes me sad.
Yes, the halflings themselves have default names, the tree men do not. I mean, at the rate you go through halflings, it's kind of ridiculous to try to name them. But of course, Welby Cotton, the Immaculate Son, is just thugging it out over there with the blodge.
Honestly, I wish you could rename players after they got, like, levels or something.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Because I think when your halfling gets that badass, you should be able to give him a name that is equally badass.
Yes, there are several Cottons, Katars. I believe there are 2 people with the same name, Katar Peason, as he gets knocked down right there. But so we are. I'm still not very concerned. Again, bear in mind, I had the ball in scoring position and nothing was in my way. If I wanted to score, I could have scored without rolling dice. I willfully made the decision to roll dice. So now the ball is in his hands. I created, rather than trying to pile around him, which I did reasonably, so I can throw a bunch of punches if something fails, I am still spreading a very wide net of tackle zones. If you could imagine my tackle zones from his side, it is pretty much a wall of yellow tackle zones. And so we're going to make him, by God, that's about all I can do is make him roll dice. And so here we go.
Well, there's his dodge reroll, but he's still got a billion regular rerolls too.
Yep. I hope you guys like 2+.
Also, I'd like to note that Deeproot is still down.
Mm-hmm.
And even when he gets up, he's going to be tied to Johnny Rotten.
Yes, that's great for me.
That's the real failing of tree men, is that if they don't just kill everyone around, and even worse, if they fall down, it's not great.
I was very torn between just like cheering my heart out for this Welby Cotton and very slowly watching the inevitable loss to halflings happen.
It's okay. I mean, there's no shame in losing to that fucker.
It's halflings, though. Important to note that I don't think we've mentioned is that tree men also have, in addition to having strong arm, which makes throwing better, they also have throw teammate, and all the halflings, of course, have right stuff. So next turn, this tree could be throwing that guy, and the plus agility will assist him in landing on his feet that much better. Assuming I can't knock this ball free, I get one more shot. I might blow that reroll. I would probably just not even think about trying to blow that reroll to try to get that 6, because I've thrown a lot of blocks on Welby Cotton, but he continues to give zero shits about anything.
Honestly, when you've been a surviving halfling without any injuries for that long, yeah, you just don't care. Meanwhile, Tube Tomato is really underperforming given how awesome his name is.
Probably the best default name on this team.
It's true.
It's very much worth stating how fucking ridiculous it is to get, like, what is that? I think he had over 100 star player points on that halfling. I don't even know how you do that without that guy just exploding.
6 armor value player that you fucking throw around and dodge all the time and do dumb shit with. Like, stunties are not exactly meant to be long-lived players.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I'd like to shout out to Cyanide for deciding that you really did need to dodge through 3 tackle zones.
No, I can totally stand in that score if I want. Just have to pay the piper.
You are beautiful. Don't ever let anyone tell you that you can't stand wherever the hell you want.
So here we go. Dr. White's been overperforming this game, and he is my last hope to stop the throw teammate. And of course he gets the POW, because why wouldn't he? This halfling's definitely dead.
What up?
Well, he's not dead.
See, that's how it happens. He's just got the devil's luck. Mm-hmm. I would have been tempted to re-roll that.
Yes. Because if you re-roll a badly hurt, of course, if you use a... Well, I guess not of course, because it's not obvious, because nobody probably reads the rules before they play this game. I certainly didn't. But if you re-roll a... if you use an apothecary to re-roll an injury, and you get a badly hurt, that player just goes to the sideline. So he's totally fine. So if you roll a badly hurt to start, you can just use that apothecary, take the badly hurt, no matter what you re-roll it into. You just take the badly hurt, and of course your player can come back next drive. The danger in that is that you are bringing that player back to get murdered again.
And this time you don't have the apothecary.
Yes.
And you also have Tree Men, and we have Claw, and I'm sure he would be sad if Destroyer of Dreams got clawed into oblivion.
He has a backup. They're basically the same. Actually, the one that's out has guard, so he's a step up from Destroyer.
That's not great.
Oh no, that is Destroyer of Dreams. Sorry, that is the one with guard.
Oh, well, he's a jerk. We still need some guard, by the way, so next time we get a level on, like, a white or something, we should probably get guard. Just throwing that out there.
Thanks for reminding me, because a very long time ago... Yes, Deeproot is snoozing. But a very long time ago...
Fuck this guy!
Yeah, fuck this guy. If you remember all the way back to turn 1, White Power got a casualty, and he leveled up from that immediately. So there we go.
Sweet.
So here is the throw teammate.
Oh, man.
He lands it.
What a bitch.
He enters Beef Slab's territory.
Oh god, he's in the danger zone now.
Yeah.
Also, you fat-fingered and you hit the... Why does the, like, map button and the number button need to be right next to each other?
I don't know, but I think I freaked out either in joy or, like, I was like, oh, fuck, come on, how'd you do that? You fucking dicer.
Oh my god. Well, to be fair, dice may possibly be the only thing that halflings have going for them. They're really, really god-awful the rest of the time.
I don't know, I really like Throw Teammate. Throw Teammate's so much fun.
Yeah, I guess that they're probably one of the most, like, consistent throw teammates, just because goblins have the potential to get eaten.
Yep.
And trees have strong arm, which I believe, well, it just makes the pass easier.
Yeah.
Let's punch this bitch.
Halflings are by no means a competitive, serious team. They're still bad. But let's go ahead and try to pop this ball for you. Of course, we're going to end up feeding him right to Santos. Because Santos is the only one on this team who can do anything.
Santos is unstoppable.
Of course, the POW. Do you see what I see? I know the names are off, but do you know what number 6 is?
Yeah, well, Dr. White's been too busy on the side of the match punching all the bitches, so that's got to be White Power, our passer.
It's time for White Power to finally redeem himself, to finally get a serious man's completion, because we can go score this turn.
So here you are being a giant wuss and terrified of a tree interception.
Yep. In my experience, anytime you throw a ball over a player, which I don't think we've even talked about interceptions, but if you throw a ball over an opponent, he can attempt to intercept it. It's very hard to do. Even worse because he's in a tackle zone. Even worse because he's agility 1. That roll is a 6+, absolutely. But in my experience, if that interception is a 6+, he will roll a 6 every time, 100% of the time. I think it's a bug in the game. I'm fairly confident it's a bug in the game. But at the rate my dice have been in this LP, and at the rate in which I've been intercepted in the past, I am taking the safe route. I'm realizing the fact that I'm fucking movement 9, so I can run literally from one sideline to the other sideline in one turn. And I'm going to go ahead and set up in the optimal position to get as far down on the field and also get in a optimal position for throwing the ball, because I want to be right on the edge of one of those rings to maximize my distance, but not have to roll. In this case, it's going to be a 4+, and I have that pass reroll and a reroll for the catch if I need it.
I'm annoyed that you haven't moved your ghoul.
Yeah, he's sort of in the defensive position, and then we'll move him down after we get this catch. But of course,
oh my god,
you
you're
fucking
the
piece of shit,
shittiest.
White.
He even had the pass reroll and failed it too. God damn, you had one job.
Wasted a doubles to get this motherfucker pass. He can't even complete one.
One goddamn. I was really hoping that he would just like blitz with Deep Root and kill him on the spot.
God,
Just
I hope.
fucking put him out of his misery. Also, I'd like to note that you see all the like moss and shit around Destroyer of Dreams' feet. That means that he has taken root.
Yep.
He can no longer move. He can't follow up either. So if he punches a dude and only gets a push, that push means, oh, now I just get to leave. Now he's not even good for punching people.
Normally that would be the case. Of course, his tree has grab, so he
what
could
a
just keep
bitch.
him. He could just keep him next to him forever.
So you just like shuffle him around.
We have Flesh Gordon, of course, standing next to him, and that's his name.
God.
And so Flesh Gordon is stand firm himself, and so we're probably just gonna keep standing firm because he's gonna get grabbed anyway. So we'll just hang out. Those two can hang out.
Well, that's like they're having a staring contest over there.
Yep. Just whelp.
So this is him just putting people on the ball because he hates you.
Yep. Roll a billion rerolls. Try to stack the ball, and make things very, very hard for me.
That's actually pretty much the only thing that halflings can really do. They can't really do anything themselves, but they're very good at just making stuff a pain in the ass for the opponent.
Yep.
They run around with impunity because of stunty, and then they just annoy the opponent.
So now, because of that fucking rude as hell maneuver, we basically have one play, and that play is to try to push number 10 on the ball, hope the ball scatters favorably, which is up or up left, or just knock him down. Or I guess up left would probably be the best. But either way, we are probably going to have number 10 standing up in his reroll or his tackle zone on the ball, and it's probably not going to be in a great place. But we're going to try to get Wolf Blitzer to dodge away, pick up that ball, maybe in a tackle zone, maybe in several tackle zones, and go score.
I mean, the one upside is that's number 10, Tube Tomato, who has been consistently underperforming.
And of course, we get the sick Riff Raff Pow. I think that's probably the first time I've said his name. And so here we go. 3+3+, no rerolls, no problem. Easy.
Don't you just
Easy.
love those moments where you don't even have to think? You're just like, just fucking do it. It either succeeds or it fails. Those are the only options.
I misspoke earlier. I said that was Wolf Blitzer. In fact, that's McGruff. And so that's McGruff's level that we wanted. What was that, turn 3? Remember back then? Back in those days?
Back in the good old days.
When we could have
to
scored?
be fair, this was clearly just a bait to get Welby-Cotton into a bad
Oh,
position.
Tube Tomato, no!
No! It's okay. He's okay. It was just a stun.
Okay, so now to explain what's going to happen here is, of course, the one-turn throw teammate touchdown. I myself am very familiar with this maneuver, having played like 100+ games, actually right around 100 games, of a only throw teammate one-turn touchdown offense. And so I set up in the anti-one-turn touchdown formation, which is to stand guys like right in that range, which is as far as he can throw the ball, and try to make tackle zones get in the way. Of course, he aims right for my fucking wolf and KOs his own player. And so that's the half.
He nailed the shit out of that wolf, though. Like,
It was a great toss.
seriously, you got fucking owned.
We'll see you guys for the second half, and let's fucking kill more halflings, huh?
Rip.
Ah.